Hello everyone, thank you for tuning in to Levitate with Tate and the Oracle 8. I appreciate you being here, and I want to throw some gratitude towards you on everything you've done to make this world a better place. I know we all need a little bit of gratitude, and let's just spread it around. I think that that's something that's really lacking these days. Anyways, thank you so much for being here. Go ahead and put a comment. I would like to know where you are tuning in from. It looks like we have, according to my analytics, a lot of people from the United States, but a few people from India and the UK. So I'd love to know where you're tuning in from. I'm originally from Colorado. I recently moved to Virginia. I lived in Colorado for 38 years. So for a brief period, I lived in Key West, Florida, and then I moved to Virginia. And yeah, so I'm getting my master's right now. So the price of living in Colorado was insane because Colorado is beautiful. If I wasn't a single mom, I would definitely be there still. But so I definitely want to know where you're from. I know that some of my favorite tarot readers are all over the world. So anyways, so let's go ahead and take a deep breath and breathe out. Gotta release all of that energy. So we're gonna ask the Oracle 8. I'm going to tap in, deliver you a message, and I'm going to see what's going on in a no contact situation. It could be, it's most likely romantic. It could be platonic. I'll let you know what the energy says. I'm going in on a romantic because usually that's the one we're interested in, is a no contact romantic situation. I have 3 oracle cards from the Mother Mary Oracle. This is pile 1. Our Lady of the Ocean of Rebirth in a no contact situation. This is pile 2. Our Lady of Great Power. And pile 3. All right, we're going to take one more breath, and then we'll go ahead and be guided by your intuition, because that will strengthen your intuition. If you choose a pile that doesn't really align with you, go ahead and choose a different one. Sometimes there is a message in that original pile that you chose. Since this is a generalized reading, I do recommend getting a personalized reading, because I can definitely get more detailed in the readings and get a more direct answer. But these are generalized readings. And so I've asked that Spirit guide me and guide those who need this reading towards this reading. I've been a tarot reader for over 10 years, and I just started doing my YouTube, so I really appreciate anyone that subscribes and likes and shares and all that jazz. But anyways, I will take a moment to take a deep breath, and then we'll take a moment. Please go with whatever one is your intuition is calling to. Pile 1, pile 2, pile 3. In the description box, there's going to be timestamps below. So I will see you at your reading. Hello, everyone who chose pile 1. We are going to tap in and tune on so we can get an answer why there is no contact between the two of you. This is the first pile that chose Our Lady of the Ocean Rebirth. And I was just looking at this little chapter about this card, and I found this little paragraph I'm going to read on 121. I think has something to do with the no contact. It says that Our Lady of the Ocean of Rebirth comes at a time when there is karmic heaviness around you. That is not a bad situation, nor is it a punishment of any kind. The more advanced a soul, the more challenge it is capable of taking on. Don't imagine that your struggles indicate that there is something wrong with you or your life. As frustrating as they may be, those struggles, especially the big heart struggles with those things that hold much meaning or value for you personally, are a sign of a big soul going through spiritual growth. This reminds me of when I thought I lost my twin flame and oh man, I was heartbroken for years. Like 10 years, guys. So it just reminded me of how much I learned by going through that pain. Okay, so let's see here. I'm going to go ahead and... Sorry, I couldn't find all the cards. So I'm going to go ahead and start with the Gypsy Witch. And we're going to keep that Oracle card in mind. You know, going through hard struggles and karmic struggles, you know, there are the times we learn the biggest lessons, but we also learn how strong we are. So we learn so much about ourselves during that time. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and start pulling. I'm hoping it isn't as little an amount of cards as possible. Okay. So let's see here. Yeah, I have meanings for these, the Joker cards. Okay, so why is there no contact? You know, I think that what's going on between the two of you, there's been a lot going on between the two of you guys, and you have a lot of good memories, and it's hard to let go of someone that you feel so, like, meant to be with sometimes, you know? And I think that ends up causing, if you're not a healed person, it can cause a lot more trauma. If you try to hold on to those situations, you'll end up digging yourself a hole. I really hope that I can get an answer here. And as many cards as I can. Okay. So what is going on between the no contact and you? Okay. Let's put these up here. So I definitely think that this no contact is kind of been a new beginning. And I feel like there might have been excessive partying on one or more party. I feel like you guys had a really strong and dedicated partnership, and you have made a lot of commitments to each other. And I think that maybe somehow that is preventing you from seeing and using your intuition about moving forward in the situation. And I think that, you know, even someone who you think is loyal would not go behind your back and to damage your success. And I think that, let's see if I can get them all in here. Okay, I think that there's been a very long journey here, and you guys, the two of you, have gone through a significant amount of things together. And you really thought that this person was your soulmate, that he was loyal, or that he or she was loyal. And you thought that you were maybe going to have a family and live together happily ever after, you know, have the white picket fence in the garden and everything. But I feel like this other person is stepping away because he's a joke, kind of. He doesn't have what it takes or the guts to really tell you why he's stepping away, I don't believe. You know, he's put you in a situation where you feel like you have to do something and change the path of your destiny that you've changed, you know, you've planned out for so long. But there's definitely been a sense of misfortune, you know, that has happened. I think maybe from an addiction, perhaps, you know, or some sort of criminalized activity, I feel like you know in your heart and in your intuition that for a long time, for way before this tarot reading, that it wasn't going to work out. But you have an incredible heart, and you deeply love people. And I believe that even when people are dangerous, you tend to find a path that they can walk on, that you find are genuinely good traits about them. So you hang on to those traits as if they're life or death. And you really have the highest hopes for people. And it's not a bad thing to have that, but it is important to be realistic sometimes, and to, when people have made the choice to walk away from us, we have to be able to accept that choice. Because if we hold on to it, then we're going to get that bad karma that card is talking about. If we let it go, that person will get their karma. And whatever you let go will come back in a better form, and you will get better. You will end up with a better partner. And I know that's hard to believe, but if you want a better partner, you will get one. Okay? And every good quality that you have in this person is in another person out there somewhere with a better heart, who's not going to diminish or dismiss things that are important to you, which I think this person does. And I think that your beauty and your rugged love for everything, and your overall like flattery and luck has made this person suspicious. But in all, I think that person is the one that you should be drawing suspicions on. And really, I think that the other person has committed offenses, and is one of the reasons he is stepping away, because he's a total joke. He doesn't even have any sort of dignity to really not lie to you, and just have the dignity to communicate to you. And that's all you want. That's all you want is communication. And I believe that's not that hard to ask for. So let me get some tarot cards. What tarot cards should we use today? We'll use the Mother House. We'll just get a few of them. So I got the Motherpeace round tarot deck. Okay. So we're just get a few of them. All right, Oracle, give me a few clarifying tarot cards to the situation. Why is there no contact here? Please, Spirit. All right, why is there no contact? These ones are hard to shuffle, so I have to... Okay. The Star. Three of Swords. So the Star is a good, it's a good it's a good card, but then it's followed by the Three of Swords and the Seven of Wands. So the Star really indicates like hope. So it's like you're holding on to hope of this heartbreak, because the Three of Swords really is the card of heartbreak, and the Seven of Wands and the Three of Swords indicates this extreme conflict that you're going through, and you're holding on to hope despite all of this. And that's what really the Star signifies here, is that you're really holding on to hope for heartbreak, which is really what is happening. Is you're just continuing your heartbreak. You're continuing to delay the process of healing. Once you decide, okay, this is going to end in heartbreak, there's no reason to hold on to hope, because you're holding on to the hope of heartbreak. Because if anything else happens again, and I did this to myself over and over again, you know, the little crumbs that they feed you, I would just hold on to them like that. Now I don't don't reminisce, or I don't obsess over people like that. But my love that I thought was my love of my life, I obsessed over him, and I thought any sign of hope that he gave me, anything I could hold on to, I thought was a sign of luck that it might happen. But in this situation, you're holding on to hope of heartbreak and struggle and more conflict, because none of it, he's already let go and started a new beginning and tried to move on. He's a total joke. He has no guts, okay? And he's a pig, I think, personally. But I want you to know that doesn't mean you can't have hope for other things. You are a beautiful and well-rounded person, and you are loyal, and all those traits that you saw in him, you have. And you can go find somebody who is exactly what you're looking for, okay? But you need to let go first and heal from this, because that's never going to happen if you're holding on to hope of the heartbreak. Okay? So I think this no contact situation is bluntly a no contact situation for a reason, so that you guys can separate and go down different paths and start to heal. That doesn't mean there won't be any joining in the future, but you need to first of all heal yourself and concentrate on yourself and figure out who you are and find hope for yourself for the future, because there is hope for the future, but not with this person. To be blunt AF, okay? So anyways, Pile 1, I appreciate you tuning in, tapping in about the no contact situation between the two of you. And please remember to leave a comment down below. Go ahead and put a rose comment so I can give you some love. And sending all the love to you, because I know how difficult this situation can be. And please take some time to self-care. And it's important to be able to be on your own. I know that sounds hard, but you will become the best version of yourself. If you know how to take care of yourself, then you know who can't take care of you. You know what I'm saying? So anyways, all my love to you, and I will see you next time. Hello, everyone who chose Pile 2, the Our Lady of the Great Power. We are asking the Oracle 8 today, why is there no contact? So I'm going to read from the Mother Mary Oracle Guidebook. Just one little part, because there's a couple pages about this card alone. So Our Lady of Great Power asks now that you dispense with any habits or beliefs that all must be accomplished on your own. She knows that you have struggled to find the support that you have needed at times in your past, and she asks you to put that behind you now. It helped you grow strong and develop self-reliance, but your task is different now. You have that strength and enough self-reliance and self-awareness to know who you are and what has meaning for you. You know to remain true to yourself, even if you are in a partnership or collaboration or joining forces with others. You are being asked to allow yourself to be helped so that you can become an empowered channel for her grace to reach the world. So pray, be open, and know that she is powerful beyond all measure. You know, I have hyper-independence too, and it's a trauma response from not being able to depend on the people that you should have been able to depend on. And sometimes even those people that you should be able to depend on and should be able to reach out to you in your weakest era, like your mother or your father, or the people that are supposed to be there for you, like your husband or your wife. And sometimes those people can damage you beyond belief with what they say and make you feel so bad for asking for any sort of help, which is a bunch of BS. I've experienced that myself. So if that's something you're experiencing, I understand it makes it really, really tough to ask for help. You almost feel guilty, even if people tell you, hey, I can help you. You don't want to feel like you can't do it yourself. But I feel like at this point, you might need to embrace that sometimes other people have talents that we don't, and we have talents that they don't. So when we collaborate and we work together, we can build something better. All right. Please orchestrate as little as cards. Please tell me what's going on with pile 2. I feel like there's a lot going on with you, and I feel like you've had a really long relationship, just like pile 1. I just want to ask that there's not as many cards, please. And I think I can get right to the point with this card. Okay, one more. Okay, we're gonna shuffle and start pulling, and hopefully get straight to the point about why there's no contact and what's going on, really. You know, if there's a reason that you feel like there's no contact, then maybe you should keep that reason or ask for help about that reason. Let's see what we can find out here. Okay. I'm gonna pull the cards before I read everything, because I cannot read it all over the intuitive energy from start to finish. It's like a puzzle for me. So I'm gonna try to pull out all the cards before I start talking. Okay, good. Well, there's not that many cards, which helps. Okay, so it looks like there's been some sort of dangerous situation maybe, or some suspicious behavior that someone's been blinded to because of their overly optimistic attitude, which is funny because I thought that's what that said about the Lady of the Great Power. But anyways, so I also feel like the person that has had this sunny disposition has really been holding on to the good times between the two of you. And there has been some really sneaky behavior going on between the two of you that has made her feel like there's a death to the relationship. I feel like one person's really holding on to hope, and the other person is still holding on to this suspicion and this dangerous behavior. I feel like sometimes the bear can represent greed to me, because it just you know, it eats everything and then it kind of lazes about. And this is my Joker card that reminds me of the actual Joker. Like, he's a dangerous guy. He's a little unstable, mentally unstable. And I feel like the one person in this relationship has been really near trying to maintain happiness and trying to maintain an image, and is always really trying to maintain that original feeling they had, you know, when the two of you came together, that they were going to live a happily ever after life and that their life was stable. But it seems like something happened where their love nearly fell apart because of some sneaky behavior. And I think that the no contact has been because of that. So I'm going to read some tarot. You might have been drawn to pile 1 too, but this, I mean, there's a lot going on. You've had a really long relationship, it seems like, with this person. There's no direct reason behind the no contact, but besides the sneaky behavior that kind of led to the death of this really long-term you know, relationship. I feel like one person has been acting out of character and has really been showing some unstable mentality, and the other person doesn't want to accept it. And it's really kind of a devastating situation when you think about it. If you have offered this person help and they don't want it, they don't even want anything to do with you anymore. You know, maybe that person needs some help, and if that person's not taking your help, you can't force them to take it. So maybe you need to ask for help about this situation. Ask somebody that knows the person for help, that is close to them. Maybe if you don't know anybody, do some research. Okay, so I'm gonna ask the Motherpeace Brown Tarot deck for some clarification, please. Just a couple cards, please. What is going on? Okay, I feel like, so we got the Ten of Cups. So it looks like you guys had the happily ever after, and the Priestess of Wands, and the Seven of Cups. Okay, I'm gonna get some clarifiers here for my light seers. I didn't do this with pile one, but I just want to see what the no communication is about. You know, it looks to me that you guys have had everything put together. There's been some sort of energy. You know, this is where it's a little different than pile one, because it looks like you've had all of the Ten of Cups together, and that's really fulfillment. You've reached the highest heights. There's gratitude for all of these significant things that have happened, and you can have significant gratitude for things that have happened in the past, because the past is not now or the future. But the Priestess one and the Seven of Cups really talks about, it's a powerful combination of being able to overcome with strength and determination, like the Priestess of Wands. I'm sorry, she's thinking I should put something over her. I have sisters and my daughters. So I feel like this is a really beautiful relationship, and if you feel like there's no contact right now, I feel like the Lady of Great Power and the Priestess of Wands and the Ten of Cups are really indicators that you can ask for help and you can help overcome this. You just need to seek communication. I think that just because you guys have this, this is a powerful combination, meaning significant life challenges, something that's really shaking you up, okay? And I feel like you feel like there's been a death, but that's the death that has lost you. There's an opportunity here. So I'm going to get a few more cards. Okay, one more shuffle here. And then I just want a few more cards. But what to do about the no communication here? I feel like we know that there's significant chance that you guys can rebuild this relationship, and that there's good happiness and the opportunity to overcome this. Because if you've had the Ten of Cups, you can't get anything better than that. So it's worth trying, you know? Okay. It looks like he's doing dangerous behavior, and if you can offer him help with the dangerous behavior and seek help outside of you, I think that's what you need to do to get the help that you need for the two of you. Okay, so we have the Four of Swords. Okay, and then another four. Okay, Four of Wands. Wow, and then one. Okay. This is a really beautiful signifier that in the future, there's going to be the ability to celebrate the achievement of overcoming this obstacle. It looks like right now, you both need some time and rest and rejuvenation. This is not a time to interact with other people. It's a time to put yourself away, take care of yourself, get the rest you need, And when you have the rest you need, your brain works so much better. It balances your hormones when you get the right amount of sleep. You know, you don't want to oversleep, but you want to make sure you're taking care of yourself. Everything in moderation. But this Queen of Wands and Four of Wands combination indicates a significant achievement in overcoming this dangerous obstacle that the one person is overcoming in this high obstacles. We need to communicate, but we're not going to be able to know what to say or what to do right now. So what you need to do is take some time to yourself, meditate, you know, take some time to be alone and try to understand what happened so that you can communicate and avoid some sort of situation like that from happening. If this is a dangerous situation like mental health or alcohol or something, seek the help. Like our Lady of Great Power, seek help, and you can overcome this with help. Okay, if you need help to overcome a situation like that, you do need to ask for help. There are times where you can't overcome things on your own. Addiction is one of them. Mental health sometimes is one of them. Okay, and if there is any, I don't feel like there's any third party here. I feel like this is something to do with more of an obstacle, a challenge that you guys are facing together. And I think right now, with anything, is you both need your space to kind of try to figure it out. But I think if you need to have an action plan, if you need to put something into place, put your hands on something, go research and get some ideas of how you can help and move forward this situation. Because there is significant, beautiful outcomes present here when you put the action after you've had the rest. I'm sorry. So yeah, anyways, I appreciate you guys tuning in. I hope this was what you were looking for, pile number 2. And don't forget to comment down below. And I will personally respond to everybody. So just make sure you comment down below, and I will see you next time. Hello, everyone who chose pile 3, Our Lady who gives peace. For what is going on with the no contact situation. Remember to throw a comment down below so that next time you can choose a different pile. Sometimes that happens. But I was going to read just a little bit from the Mother Mary Oracle Guidebook. There's a few pages. I'm just going to read a little bit, which I think has something to do with the no contact. But Mother Mary comes to you through this oracle with a message to be heeded. You are either in a situation now where you feel tested and challenged and are uncertain as to whether or not you should be worried. Or you are going to have an issue that comes to a head soon, which may be challenging to you. Do not fear, she says. I am with you. I am your cloak of protection and the eye in your heart that shows you the way. Trust me and follow me to bring you peace. From that peaceful place within, you will be able to make choices that help you greatly. Do not worry if you do not see a way forward at the moment. At the right time, nudges are given and a way forward becomes visible. If you cannot see a solution right now, that does not mean that there is no solution. All right, so that is what Our Lady who gives peace. So it's pretty, sometimes we don't see the way forward, and I feel like that a lot. And then even though I know that I'm not going to know the way forward sometimes, and you'll look back and see that there was always a way forward for the divine, and the path is always unfolding in the best way possible, and you have to believe that. Okay, so we're asking, why is there no contact? I'm using the Gypsy Witch fortune telling cards. What is going on? No contact situation, please. Or please tell me in as little as cards. Okay. So I'm going to pull until I see you, and then we'll see why there's no contact between the two of you. And then we'll probably might grab some clarifiers. Why is there no contact? What is going on in the no contact situation with pile 3? Our lady who gives peace. Please let me know why there is no contact. All right. I was wondering. Okay, so why is there no contact? So I'm going to pull all the cards and then we'll see what this means. So not that many cards, perfect. Excuse me, I've had a tickle in my throat. Okay, so it looks like that there was a discovery and a new beginning that this person has gone through. And I think there's some sort of jealousy, to be honest. It looks like you may have gone through success that really anchored your future. And I believe that even though you've just been going with the flow, your new beginnings may feel a little threatening to this other person. Because you know, I think that they have been a loyal person. They have been loyal to their job and they feel like they've had the key to success. But something that you have done in your pure of heart has brought you a higher fulfillment. And I believe that this other person really just needs to unlock some of his potential because he has a limited sight on the future and he can only see so much, and he feels like he is burdened and overwhelmed and he can't leave his current situation because he's really devoted. And you do have an anchored future, but it's almost a new beginning. It's a new chapter. It's a new significant step in your achievements. And I feel that this other person is really just threatened in a way, maybe by your achievements. But let me get some tarot cards here. I'm going to use the Light Seers Tarot and ask what is going on with pile 3. Why is there no contact? Why is there no contact? What's going on? No contact situation with pile 3. So we have the Knight of Cups, the King of Pentacles, and the Three of Pentacles. Okay. So I really believe that this other person is used to not having to work as hard as other people to get what he wants. And so the fact that you are significantly upgrading your life and there's people honoring you and you have anchored your upgrade into life, I feel like he is pulling back because, and even maybe possibly a third party, to be honest with you, there could be, he's putting his attention elsewhere that isn't with you because he is jealous. And quite frankly, you don't want to be around somebody that's like that, who's not going to honor your success and be there to congratulate you when you've reached achievements. This person is self-centered and wants all the attention to himself, and he wants all the money to himself. And even when he has all these cups, he doesn't see them. He concentrates on other ways that he is lacking his success. Even though he probably could make a difference in his current situation, he quote unquote thinks he is stuck. And so instead of collaborating with others or collaborating with you or even celebrating you, he is pretty much just throwing away that because of his inability. He feels like it's ego. He has a very big ego and could even be attempting to seek pleasure and uplift his ego in other places. So I don't think this is someone necessarily that you want to surround yourself with. And Our Lady that gives peace really suggests that you're nudging and believe you need to listen to the nudges that are given to know which direction to go. You don't necessarily need to take action right now, and you are going to see great success in the future. And if this person isn't realizing that and is taking, like, giving you the silent treatment, it's really not okay. And you don't want somebody like that in your life anyways, you know? And you're going to find people that you can really work with and collaborate with and build wealth and build an empire together, and you're going to be able to go very far. You just need to calmly remove yourself from people like this. And if he has already removed yourself, well, congratulations, he did the work for you. So I'm sorry that sometimes there's a lot of people like that out there, and I have to break it to my children like that too. Like my mother is jealous of me, so I understand, okay? And sometimes it's really hard to remove these people because we care about them. And we had a good going, but if people can't feel like they're going to be the best one in the relationship, sometimes they'll do whatever they can to make you feel like crap, make other people see. It's a narcissistic tendency to feel like if they're not the ones bringing in the dough, then somehow they're not the manly one or something. But anyways, that's what I got for the no contact situation for Bio 3. I hope it resonated. Please leave a comment down below. Got that giveaway going, and I will see you.
Here we are right now. Let's come together right now. Flow with, grow with, levitate with Tate. It's time to rewind, unwind, divine, tap in with the Oracle 8.